Good morning, class. Today, we are going to start with the chapter Statistics. In class 9th, you have already done statistics where you learnt to find the mean, median and mode of an ungrouped data. In class 10th, we are going to deal with the grouped data. But before we move further, let me just do a quick recapitulation of what you've already done in class 9th. When I talk about the frequency of a data, it means it is the number of times a particular observation occurs in a given data. For example, if I take the marks of students scored by the students of class 10th in mathematics, suppose 2 students scored 50 out of 50, 7 scored 47 out of 50 and 5 scored 32 out of 50. These values, the number of students who scored these marks, are the frequencies. That means 2, 7, 5, etc. are the frequencies of this particular data. When we convert the ungrouped data into a grouped data, we do so by forming class intervals of a fixed width. This fixed width is called as the class size of the class interval. For example, if I take the class intervals 10 to 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 55, etc. Here, each class interval is of size 15. The formula to find the class size is upper limit minus the lower limit. So if I take the class interval 10 to 25, 10 is the lower limit and 25 is the upper limit. So we get the class size by subtracting 25 minus 10, that is equal to 15. Whenever we make a frequency distribution table, the value of the upper limit is never included in the given class interval. It is always included in the next class interval. For example, if I take the value 40 in the above class interval, 40 lies in the class interval 40 to 55 and not in 25 to 40, because 40 is the upper limit of 25 to 40. Next, we come down to the midpoint or the class mark of each class interval. So if I have any class interval, the class mark is denoted by the letter xi. The formula for the class mark is upper limit plus the lower limit, the whole thing divided by 2. For example, if I again take the class interval 10 to 25, the class mark will be the lower limit is 10, the upper limit is 25. I add both of them and I divide it by 2. So I get 35 divided by 2, that is equal to 17.5. So 17.5 becomes the class mark of the class interval 10 to 25. Next, we come down to measures of central tendency. Mean, median and mode are called as the measures of central tendency because these values lie somewhere around the central value of your data. Mean, median and mode of ungrouped data has already been taught to you in class 9th. In class 10th, we learn to calculate the mean, median and mode of a grouped data. As already done in class 9th, the mean of any ungrouped data is given by sum of all observations upon total number of observations.